It is 12:37 p.m. on Wednesday, June 20th. And this is diary cam number 2 for me. Still in Charlotte. We get on the plane to go to Istanbul in 24 hours. We'll be in JFK in about 12 in New York City. And I wanted to do another diary cam because of something that happened today in the digital realm. And a friend of mine posted on his Facebook profile, he posted that we're going on this trip, shared a link, all this sort of stuff, mentioned Istanbul. And somebody commented on his post that Istanbul is an unsafe place and all this terrible stuff happens and Sharia law and drunk driving and all this really bad stuff. And it got me thinking, because Istanbul surely has unsafe areas of town. It's a huge community. But so does Charlotte, and so does New York, and so does pretty much every other community in the world. And one thing I hope that we accomplish with this trip, going to Turkey and then really going beyond, and going to Nigeria and Malaysia and wherever it is, wherever else we go, one thing I really hope that we accomplish is showing people and exemplifying to people that there are redeeming factors in every community, and there are redeeming factors in every country. And yeah, Istanbul is going to have some bad neighborhoods, and we hope to avoid them, and something bad could happen. I mean, that's part of why you watch, maybe. But the good outweighs the bad, and the potential for good far outweighs this potential for bad. And it struck me, this Facebook comment, I mean, you can't take it too seriously, it's just Facebook. But it struck me with this comment that I really hope one of the things that we get across to people as we travel is that sometimes you just got to say to hell with it, and not do anything unsafe, but say to hell with it, and go and experience another country, and go and experience another culture. And you can't do that if you're worried about, you know, this sort of murder and this sort of mugging and this sort of Sharia law and all this stuff that you've just read about in the newspaper or whatever. You got to go experience it. And there are a lot of unbelievable places in this world, and Istanbul is one of them. And Turkey is one of them. And we are looking forward to doing that. So that comment just really struck me as kind of unfortunate, and I know it's in a minority. I know a majority of people that we've heard feedback from would love to go on this trip, and we know how lucky we are. But even so, I hope that that minority of people who thinks that way about Istanbul or just other countries or other cultures around the world, I hope that minority of people watches this documentary and watches this show and watches our progress throughout the trip, and hopefully they take something away that's positive, because life's too short, man. So that's it. Really quick diary cam. Our next one's probably going to be from the airport in JFK, and before you know it, we're going to be in Istanbul, and things are going to start moving really fast. So we'll see you there. Thanks, guys.